Hi Dale, my name is Josh. Got your number from my buddy. Said you guys might have a T56 transmission in stock. Alright. Either one, really. The car's built, it's got 1,000 horsepower when it's turned up. I just blew the transmission apart last night. I'm trying to get something in it before the weekend. 04 GTO. I've got like 20 tabs open on my computer. I've got numbers written down all over sticky notes. We're gonna get a transmission before this weekend. It's Tuesday, which means we have, what, 4 days, 5 days to get that GTO back on the road. It's still broken, but we've located a transmission. We have a TIC Performance Stage 3 tranny in West Virginia that's available. So it's supposed to hold like 800 foot-pounds of torque or something. Should work for that car. Fingers crossed, everything goes smooth. If we run into any major problems with the install, bolts snapping off and fun stuff like that, that's probably gonna happen. It's gonna get very chaotic very quickly. So we're gonna deliver the car to Sinister Muscle Cars today. My buddy Justin kind of came through and found us a transmission. So we're gonna let him do the install. See how it goes.
Come on, baby. Yeah. Come on, baby. He's going in. Oh, help! Men! Come on. Yeah. I think you're good. A little bit more. Keep going. Woo! Men! Flex for me. Flex for me. Yes. Yeah.
So we got the GTO loaded up in the trailer. We're heading over to Sinister Muscle Cars. Now, it's Tuesday at about 12:30 in the afternoon. Saturday at 3, we gotta roll out with this thing. We gotta get it inspected, make sure this transmission works, hopefully put a few hundred miles on it. So, we're gonna be ready. Yo! Justin! I'm chasing you.
You're gonna crank the wheels so we can go backwards right in that garage. All right, now back the other way. A little bit more this way. Straight, straight. How is he over that side, Jack?
The case?
Yeah.
That's it?
So they originally just made the case for every car that came out, like the Viper spec, the Camaros, all the Fords, and then they took that and then they turned it into RPM built them, TIC built them, Ben Caliper built them, American Powertrain built them.
That makes way more sense because I just keep seeing Tremec, but also another word with it.
So like, it would be like, so if you took a GM 350 small block, there's only one person that makes the small block. And then you would take that to some racing company.
Is that over boosting? Was it running full boost? In the center, like inside the console? They were hooked up as far as I know. So we threw too much power at it. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's interesting. Cool, thanks. So Justin called me like 2 minutes after I left the shop. They were putting it on the lift when we were leaving. He's like, well, I know why the transmission blew up. I said, why? I don't know if you remember at BP, when I crawled on the car, I said, there's 2 lines hanging down there. I don't know if they matter.
There's stuff hanging there. I don't know what that stuff is.
Yep. That's the vacuum line off the manual boost controller. The wastegates were never opening. That thing was running like 26 pounds of boost, like 1,000 horsepower.
So when you said something, you were like, it's turned down, you're pushing like 15 pounds of boost. And when we went for the test drive,
It was 20s.
he was like, yeah, I'm at like 15. Well, when I was driving, I was like, I'm hitting 20.
So something happened in that time frame, and we were pushing like full boost.
Halfway after we got gas, when we pulled out and we started driving, when that cop got behind us and we took that back road,
Yeah.
all of a sudden my car went from, idling at 1,000 to like, it would be at $2,000 when I'd be clutch in, pulling up to a stop sign, and then it would drop. And I was like, why is that idling high?
Weird vacuum
But
stuff.
I thought maybe like, yeah.
So that's what happened. It just ran so much power through it that it destroyed it. The transmission we got is not a TIC Performance Stage 3. He figured out that wasn't the case when he sent him a picture of it. It's a Ben something or other rated for 1250.
Oh God.
He said we could launch that thing the whole way to Florida and back and never had a problem with it. So we just got off the phone with the shop that's working on the GTO. and we have good news. The transmission's out already. It's only been 4 hours since we dropped the car off, not even. It's out. We didn't have to drop the exhaust manifolds or anything, which was cool. Clutch is perfect. It's a really good, like, stage 4 spec clutch. He said no problems with that whatsoever. And we had to take the piping off the turbos. Didn't have to take the turbos out, but it exposed the shafts, and so he was able to look at the turbos and inspect them, and they are perfect. No shaft play, nothing like that, which was all, you know, a concern. So underneath, the rest of the car looks pretty much perfect. So once we get this transmission situation fixed, we're good to go. Coming to Miami, we got this.
I can't believe it's like it never left.
I'm happy we had that transmission because that was key. Because if we didn't get that from him,
oh, we'd have been screwed.
Yeah. And I think his original invoice in that trans was like $5,800.
Holy crap!
And thank God, because we would have been screwed without.
We were looking at overnighting one from, where was it? Denver.
Yeah.
Guess how much it cost to overnight a transmission from Denver?
Probably
that was our other
$1,000.
option. $1,700.
Yeah. We redid all your clutch lines, like moved them, your stainless braided clutch lines and we zip tied some of this out of the way. It has all heat shrink and stuff on it. It was like laying closer to the manifolds.
That's nice.
These are all hose clamps.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I'd get some to take with you, T-bolts.
Yep. It holds together. There's supposed to be a hurricane Monday when we're in Florida.
Hey, you know what? I didn't see this.
What is that?
A vacuum plug.
That's exciting.
That's probably where you have your high idle. I didn't see that.
Okay.
Why not grab
Yeah, those are AutoZone.
yeah.
Okay.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing, but grab a vacuum plug.
Okay. Three days later, this is a repeat of what we did 4 days, I guess. It was Sunday night, right? Yeah. Hopefully it's not a repeat. That would be a bad day.
Oh, it's so smooth.
Wow.
Oh,
man.
Justin! This is gonna be a good adventure.
Yeah, if this thing holds together, which I'm sure it will, based on everything they've told me, but I've only driven it for 1 minute and 30 seconds of those, I blew it up. So, if this holds together like it should, this is gonna be a blast. Okay, so it's Friday morning. We are leaving with this car tomorrow. We got it back yesterday afternoon, which is awesome. Thank you to Sinister Muscle Cars. They moved a bunch of stuff around in their schedule, took care of us, so Justin, really appreciate it. But the car's running perfect now. We took it out a couple times, absolutely awesome. Transmission shifts perfectly, couldn't be happier. We ran into another problem. Apparently in Pennsylvania, when you transfer a title, you have to get a plate when you transfer the title, or else you can't get a plate until the title comes back from the state, which we didn't know. So as of yesterday at 7 p.m., we were gonna be kind of screwed. There was no way we were gonna be able to take this legally. And I just called the notary back. Thankfully, this lady didn't get around to sending my title to the state yet, which is fantastic. And she's gonna be able to get me a plate today. So saved by the skin of our teeth once again. This thing has been a wild ride in the last 5 days. We're leaving tomorrow. There's still a lot that needs done in the GTO. Number one, we want to strip and retint this thing. And I know that might sound stupid, but we're going down to Florida and we're a tint shop and the tint's got to look good. And this tint looks like crap. It's adhesive failure and it's coming off. And we want to get a high heat rejection tint on there to look good. We also need to fix a seat belt. That's on the passenger side. For whatever reason, there's something wrong with the seat belt. It's not working properly. We definitely want to make sure we get that fixed so that we are safe. And we want to ceramic coat at least the glass. We're going to be driving through a lot of rain. There's a hurricane coming up to South Florida, which is also going to be an adventure. So we want to coat all the glass to at least make sure that the wipers can work well. Once you drive with a coating on the glass, it's very hard to go back. The radio doesn't work, so we don't know why, but luckily we have some people here that can hopefully figure that out. So we've got a lot of stuff to do in a short period of time, but it's coming to Florida, guys.